Hello and welcome back. I'm Sean TD Stewart, the home gamer, and I'm here playing Final Fantasy XIV. Where I left off, I was about to talk to these villager people here in regards to our friend to get some more information. Alun, of course I knew her. She was my blood sister. We were both daughters of the former nun, though our mothers were not the same. You find my choice of tense confusing? She is dead, stranger, slain alongside her mother more than 5 years ago. I did not witness the incident myself, but I'll never forget the sudden pain of their loss. Okay. So I'm trying to find out more information about Ulun for some reason. There's some sort of side story thing going on here. It is not uncommon to hear of skirmishes between our people and the Almaja. The lizard men do not respect our territory, and they interfere with our hunts. The desert suffers for their presence. Okay. Ulun? Yes, I remember the name. She was a quiet girl, too timid to even slap at the biting desert flies. The lizard men took her away from us, and for that I shall never forgive them. Interesting. She makes it sound like she's like their voluntary warrior. Let's go around this way. It is said that a hunting party was set upon by the Amaja. Many of my kin have not returned from the sands. Must the tragedies of the past be so faithfully repeated? Alright, so I spoke to everybody there about her. I'm going to run back to the camp up here. I go in the appropriate direction. Pull up the bigger map. Make sure I'm on the right way. So once I finish this this quest here for this, I don't know, I can't remember if it's a beast quest or I can't remember. I gotta talk to them about the Ring of Vash. Alright, there she is. she's saying, you are late. I might have thought you delayed by a well-worked worm. But the cloying pity in your eyes tells the tale. Do they mourn me in the forgotten sands? Look at me, adventurer. This is an homage and battle mask, given to me by the war leader himself. It is worn only by those who have chosen the path of the warrior. You likely heard stories from the rangers of how I was taken or killed during the Imaja raids all those years ago. They are right and they are wrong. I know not how I survived the attack, but it was Humaga who found me as I stumbled through the desert, barely conscious and badly wounded. He gazed down upon my battered face and gave me a simple choice: linger here and die, or come with me and fight. It was then that I made a decision to discard my past, my family, my tribe, my very identity. I was reborn into the Brotherhood of Ash, existing for no other purpose but to feed the fires of my vengeance. This mask is a symbol of my resolve. It represents my transformation into an Imaja soldier, strong and proud. I tell you this not to justify my deceit, but to dam the flood of your foolish questions before it begins. Now stow your unwanted sympathy and make your report to the war leader. Yes, ma'am.
Honored ally, with your continued aid, the Brotherhood of Ash will rekindle the glory of our past. As once did our ancestors, we shall forge of steel our bodies and spirits and greet death with honor. To no gods we will beg, nor against the meek raise arms. We are warriors, walkers of the path of righteous battle. We do not kneel to claim our strength. Live by these words, and your soul too shall burn as brightly.
All right. Alright, I have achieved recognized reputation with the Brotherhood of Ash. New Imaja Beast Tribe quests are now available from Narouge Bow at the Ring of Ash. Furthermore, you now have access to a wider selection of wares from the Brotherhood of Ash vendor. Nice, that's what I was going after. So now that that is done, let's see what stuff I get from the vendor. Alright, can't remember what it was that I wanted from when the Coral Yellow died, right? Interesting. Alright, so we'll leave this for next time. We'll do this in between. Let's go over back to Mordona and let's drop off these ward stones to Slathborn. This is part of the main storyline.
You'll have to explore the sunken temple of Karn if you are to find a wardstone. Succeed and you'll earn the undying gratitude of the Adventurers Guild. Fail, and Thal will reward you in the next life.
Oh, here you go.
You found a wardstone. Incredible.
You cannot feel that power that emanates from this humble stone.
Not really. Ha! Just like an Odon. Practical to a fault. Let me tell you, there is more true magic than you credit and think taking all possible precautions. One thing for certain, that temple managed to stymie more explorers than ordinary dangers can account for. If any of that can be attributed to the stone, then it's Garleans and beastmen who have to settle their accounts with the gods.
And I'll take the... Let's see here. Let's look at our items. Not our items. Let's look at our character. What necklace do I have? I have this one. Oh, that's way more powerful. I'll take this. Complete it. Next quest. Required mount majestic armor. Okay, let's go here. Sark Malark. Hello, Sark Malark. Sark Malark is a man of mystery. Where did he come from? How did he get here? And what does he want from you today? I know, you get some gear, though. Alright, accept. Ah, Sean, it is most welcome to see you again. Look at the hustle and bustle of adventurers, where there were but rocks not long ago. As one of those who had been here since the beginning, I am humbled by the sight. Yet none of us can be full glad, for the Garlean forces nearby like not our bustle at all, and our hustle even less. They seek to move us soon, we are all but certain. There's no idle speculation, Sean. 3 steel-bound crates of the familiar type were delivered to Casham Sentry not 2 days ago. The contents are no doubts arms. To defend the land they hold? To take what we hold? Neither is particularly attractive prospect, you must admit. I propose a third outcome that is less like to claim lives. If you would aid me, destroy the crates and their contents now. Use these explosives I have rushed from the Alchemist's Guild. They will do the job, rest assured. Who better to make this attempt than you? You once walked undetected into the Casham Sentry. 12 speed your way, brother adventurer. Alright. Let's make that happen. Well, now you, in the nick of time you are, lad. Again, showing up just when you are needed. I'm waiting for supply carriers from Gardania. I should have been here by now. Even if they stopped for a spell and fall guard float to wet their whistles. The carriages always pass through the North Shroud. Here, stretch those strong legs some, why don't you? Go and ask the wood whalers over in the float if they've seen something. Alright. So, first things first. Let's do this one where we destroy the crates. It's over in the fog fens, so it's not too far. Let's get our mount back. lost all up in here. Alright, how do I get over there again? I'll have to go around this way. Can't find this third crate. Ah, there it is. Alright, his third one. Alright, let's teleport back. Talk to Sark Malark. We could hear the explosions. I knew you'd make a success of it. This should draw the Galurians' sting for a while, but not for too long. We must be vigilant for. However, did I find such quality munitions, you ask? Oh, Sean, you need to concern yourself with such trivial details. Nevertheless, your stealth and compassion are appreciated in equal measure. I am a lucky man indeed to be part of this fellowship, adventurers. One and all. Alright, I'll take that. Fallgarth flows. A supply carriage bound for Revenant's Toll hasn't come through here, I can tell you that. But maybe it's the same one. We just received word of an Ixali attack on the carriage, you see. It seems like too much of a coincidence, but you'll never know. May as well have a look, eh? You'll find some of our men on the scene. The carriage was waylaid on the road just east of here. Alright. So just east of here. Hello, what have we here? An adventurer by the 12, and a suitably gaunt one. As you can see, a few gentlemen of the road, airy gentlebirds, if you must, ambushed his carriage, took the carriage and both coachmen. How's that for a day's work? The tracks lead to Ixali logging grounds to the north. You look a hungry sort, how about it? Will you rescue the coachman and recover these provisions? Sure, I can do that. So, I gotta go to where? All the way up there. Okay. Let's go this way. there's a fake going on right now. I just want the provisions. I don't think I've ever been right here specifically. I'd be happy to oblige you in battle. You're gonna bother me. I best get out of here before the birdmen come back in force. Many thanks. Thank you for freeing me, stranger. I can manage alone from here on. I shall await your safe return at the carriage. 12 speed, your way, adventurer. Excellent. Let's hop on Chocobo. Let's get out of here. We are both in your debt, good adventurer. I shudder to think what fate the Ixal had in mind for us. You seek the provisions meant for Revenant's Toll? It pains me to say, but this is all that remains. The carriage is in no state to resume the journey, no are the chocobos. We shall have to arrange for another transport. Would you like to take word back to Go Game? Yeah, sure. I'll take the word back. Attacked by the Ixal while roll me in a stardust and dash me from the sky. Not that I ought to be surprised, mind you. Gossip's fleets where adventurers sleep, and I've heard the talk of the primals waking. Beastmen won't let a sleeping primal lie, will they? But never mind that. You did well enough saving those 2 coachmen. I go put some meat on your bones with that reward looking far too thin you are. What's next? Slaftborn brow is clouded with worry and the forecast calls for rain, unless you can save the day.
What to do? Ah, Sean, mayhap you can cut through this knot of ours. Revenant's Toll grows yet does not prosper. We draw adventurers from far and wide, or rather, the elegant ruins draw them. So busy they are collecting tombstones and relics that they have no time for calls from the Adventurers Guild. I fear that many who come to the toll have no sense that we are a guild. You visit Rowena's establishment, do you not? That's the kind of bustle and camaraderie I like to see at this guild. Now, tales of your daring do are certainly known to all. You're the genuine article, and I ask humbly for you to render some service to us in this manner. If you were to rid the wilds of a seedkin that threatened the toll's expansion, it might inspire some fledgling guildmates to do the same. Those laboring at the outpost frontier have been harassed by mortals coming through the tangle. I would have you keep the workers safe by slaying them before they've chanced to leave their wretched home. Once others see the storied adventurer as you working to expand Revenant's Toll, they'll surely be inspired to do the same. Alright. Let's slay Morbles in the tangle. I was just over there. Oh no, I wasn't. Okay. Yeah, I was near there. So let's do that. Let's slay some Morbles. Here's one. Let's play 2.
Alright, that was easy. Moving on.
Our Shanda Adventurers Guild has marked the completion of their request for aid and honors your service. Already the toll buzzes with talk of your valiant excursion into the Tangle. Not a few adventurers have chosen to help on the frontier. Know that the Scions will hear of your success. Thanks.
What else you got for me, Slathborn? When a man like Slathborn thinks well of you, you are wont to find yourself performing a dangerous and unpleasant task in short order.
I forgot to mention before, I received word from the guild that they've seen more adventurers take up job requests in the last few days than in the past moon. But of course, one good turn leads to another, we hope. There's a job that might be too much for those who have expressed an interest. We would like you to handle this one before an unprepared adventurer meets an untimely end. We received word from a scouting party we sent into the Singing Shards that a group of Hapolites is making passage impossible. Someone needs to take care of them so the scouts can make progress. Now that I have no faith, not that I have no faith in other volunteers, but I suspect few of them have stood against the Hapolite. Ignominy is something we can't afford at the present. We have appearances to keep up if we are to maintain our growth, after all. A seasoned adventurer like you ought to know that a bad reputation is like bad breath. No one will ever speak frankly of what ails you. So I gotta go to slay the Hapolites. Where? Over there. To the west. Or to the east, I mean. Huh. Oops. Hopefully this is where I need to be. I fell. Oh, that's fine. Yep, I need to be there. Report back to Slathborn again.
wonder how many of these little quests there are. I'm going to pull up the lodestone. Let's pull up the lodestone and look at the quest list. The main storyline quest list. You return looking none the worse for the wear. I rejoice to remark. Your reputation precedes you yet again. The seventh heaven is abuzz with talk of your deed. We've already signed up a score or more to answer further requests from the guild. Revenant's toll grows and prospers to the benefit of the guild and the scions. Did I not tell you there is much magic in being prepared? Alright, take this. Alright. So let me look at the play guide for... oops, I didn't mean to go that. I have to go game play guide. Go back. Play guide. Windows PC. Okay, I know that. Where's the... maybe that's not what I'm looking for. Game features, side story. I don't want side stories. I want the main story. Gameplay guide. Okay, or is he a database? Let's go there. All right, quests. Main scenario. Click. So that's what I'm working on. And we'll go to, let's go to this page. Let's go to this page. Alright, let's see here. I think I'm close to where I'm at. Alright, answering the call. I think that's what I just did. Yep, that's what I just did. So the next one is going to carry this. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I got a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot of there's still a lot more. That's fine. So I don't do it now. Nice. Alright, get a Buffalo Calf Minion. Nice.
I can't tell you how grateful we are to have you here. Now more than ever, we have a major crisis on our hands, you see. One which will demand your full attention for weeks, if not months. I'm sorry, Sean, if you made any other plans. You'll just have to cancel them. You honestly believe me, didn't you? There's such a thing as being too long-suffering, you know. I fear we may have overdone it with the errands, necessary though they were. Anyway, your work here is done for the time being. At least Master Alphanot has sent word that you're to report to him at the Waking Sands. I gather he wants to know how you've been getting on. Be sure to tell him how welcome we've made you feel, won't you?
Sure. So now I got to teleport there. Alright, I'm going to be playing for about 12 more minutes, and then I'll be off. Try to keep this video at an hour. An hour or less. Any longer than that is ridiculous. But I knocked out a bunch of quests. They're pretty easy ones, though. So, which is fine. progressing the story, though. That's the point. Ah, Sean, you've returned. I trust they kept you busy in Revenant's Toll. We have had nary a moment's rest since you departed. Despite our best efforts, however, we have begun to fall behind. No matter, we shall soon make up the lost ground with you here to help us. Now, there are a number of packages which must needs be delivered to Revenant's Toll as a matter of urgency. Don't give me that long, suffering look. I only require you to take them upstairs to Tataru. She'll handle the rest. The packages are scattered about the halls, but each is clearly labeled, so you should have little trouble finding them. Now, if you'll excuse me, your report later. Collect some packages from people. Let's mend my gear while I'm here. Repair all, please. Yes. Okay, good. I'm in Philia. She has some sort of primal duty or alternate storyline. Alright, so now I just need to take these outside the walking sands to Tataru. Oh, so much to do, so much to do. At this rate, we'll never get to Revenant's Toll. Bless your heart, I had completely forgotten about those. Let me check the labels against my list. Oh, these are the last ones. Thanks to 12. It's almost... Oh dear. I did contact the courier, didn't I? It just so happens that I have been meaning to contact you, Sean. I have an important personal request, you see, which I couldn't possibly entrust to anyone else. I'm going to be delivering this joint. Tataru regards you with a grim countenance, whatever could the matter be. Preparing for the move has taken a terrible toll on everyone's mental and physical well-being. People have been carrying on for days at a time with barely any food or drink, never mind rest. Some have been too busy to visit the privy for God's sake. I try to lift their spirits, but encouraging words simply aren't enough anymore. Given that nothing short of hitting them over the head with something heavy will persuade them to rest, my only remaining option is to try improving their diet. I know just how to do it. 2, with a special tonic proven to revive flagging spirits. Before that, I require Highland tea leaves, and the one merchant I know who sells them is completely out of stock. Harvesting them myself isn't an option either, as the plant only grows in Corythus. I am in no position to leave the Waking Sands at present. But you are, Sean, and since you now understand how important it is, I'm sure you agree to assist me. Great. I'll take that silence as a yes. I learned a recipe from an Ishgardian acquaintance of mine who serves at Camp Dragonhead, Megustil, her name. She'll know where to obtain Highland tea leaves, I'm sure of it. Godspeed. Alright, so I gotta go to Dragonhead. At least this person's right by a... right by a teleport location. I'm gonna go still. Now there's a face that I shan't soon forget. Not after all the chaos you left in your wake. 'Twas for the best, of course, but still. Tataru sent you in search of Highland tea leaves? Ah, had you come but a few bells sooner, I'd have given you my remaining supply. Alas, he did not, and now I have none. Where did I acquire my stock? Emmanuel, where else? He sells more than wines and spirits, after all. Alright, so let's go talk to Emmanuel. Man, look at all these quests that just popped up in here. Hi, Emmanuel. As ever, it is a pleasure to serve such an esteemed personage as yourself. Alas, I cannot furnish you with that which I do not have. I know not when my next shipment will arrive, but I fear it will not be soon. Assuming you cannot afford to wait, might I humbly suggest that you consider harvesting the leaves yourselves? If you travel to Boulder Downs and scour the riverbanks, you should have no trouble finding the plants. The real challenge will be in keeping the local fauna at bay while you set about picking the tea. But what are mere beasts to a brave adventurer who fought at Lord Hufferfant's side? Right. What is it to me? So Boulder Downs is not close. Which way is even faster? Go to White Brim? I'm just gonna go dead south from here. So this will be my last thing I do before I turn off. Go this way. Before I end this video. Last thing I'm going to do is collect these tea leaves. It's quite a bit of a run, so I'm just going to run in a straight line until I have to turn. Zoomed out letter. Just literally taking some of the scenery. Telescope up there. I'm gonna go this way now. Yeah, let's go straight this way. Let's go north of this rock in between this gap. Turn it here south and we'll go straight this way. So we're actually getting close to the region where we need to be. Jump. Alright, let's stop here. And let's dismount. So there's supposed to be some leaves in this area. Here's some. That spot's over here. Right away. Where's her Lily? Did she get killed? I don't know what happened there. Alright, last batch is up here. I'll deliver these leads and then I should be close out this section of the quest. Should be it. We're going to teleport back here. Let's call Lily back. Almost there. Oh, she's outside the Waking Sands. She's not down here. There she is. I went right past her. Hi. I'm at my wit's end, Sean. This tonic is the Scion's only hope. Without it, I don't know what will become of us. Please, you'll have to find those leaves. There you go. I found them. You brought them. You really brought them. Thank you so much. There's no time to waste. I should begin brewing without delay. Good, you do that. You need a whole cutscene for this? A dollop of honey, a fresh sprig of mint, aloe extract, just so. A tincture of tea, but no more than a hint. To buoy my beloved boo. Bow. Nyx eyes and flan flesh, ground to a paste. Fresh ogre, offal for... Gasps! News! Aha! I knew there was something I'd forgotten to mention. Ill tidings, Sean. As ill as it can be, another crisis in the making. Great. Another crisis. Complete that. Alright, so this is where I'm going to stop. Right here. Get a view of where we at. So I'm in the Waking Sands, continuing the main storyline. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be playing Final Fantasy, playing through the main story of A Realm Reborn, trying to knock out those, all their quests, and there's a lot of them. There's probably like 100 of them, 100 more that I have to work through, but they're all relatively short. So I'm running through about a handful per episode. But tune in for more of this greatness. And eventually I'll get to some Heaven Sword quests. So tune in next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again. Bye.